की रोशनी, चांद की चांदनी, मेंटोस की ठंडक और कुछ बुरी आदतें. There are certain things in life which you cannot get rid of. You see, we are Homo sapiens, aka we are human beings, and there are certain things, certain different elements that we do not have any control over. And one such nasty element is feeling guilty. Hello everyone, my name is Ming, and today I'm going to tell you how you can deal with guilt in just 3 easy steps. So without further ado, let's get started. Hack number 1. Don't run away. Now, trust me my friends when I say this, that we do not want to be the legacy holders of PT Usha and Milkha Singh at this particular moment. You know, this is the tendency of human beings, that whenever we feel guilty about something, it's just that our personal ego clashes with that thing pretty badly, that for initial moments we try to run away from it. Let's take my example only because I am pretty guilty this entire weekend. Okay, so let's take my example. Like initially when I was not able to make the video for the first week, I was trying to run away from the situation. I was like, koi nahi, I had some college work, I will do it tomorrow, I will do it day after. It's not like that I'm losing one of my commitments. I mean, yeah, I was a busy girl, so I couldn't do it. It's okay, it's fine. Bullshit. No baby, it was not fine because I was running away from the situation. So hack number 1 says that in order to deal with feeling guilty is to not run away from the situation. Hack number 2. Forgiveness. Now as human beings, it is really, astounding for us. We feel really good about ourselves when we forgive someone else. But what about self-forgiveness? What about forgiving your own self? You see guys, we all are human beings, and we can and we will and we had make mistakes. Made mistakes, will make mistakes, entire spectrum of it. We will keep on making mistakes, but that is the way how we evolve. That is the way how we learn. So making mistakes is a thing which we cannot, which we cannot resist. I should not say resist, but we cannot stop. We cannot terminate. But one thing we should always try to do is forgiving ourselves, because we should realize that, hey, I am a human being. I made a stupid problem and I treated someone badly, or I bashed them without any reason, or I bursted my anger on them, or I didn't complete my task, or any of the n,000 reasons. You can give any of the reasons. But at the second place, you need to realize that it is okay. I'm a human being. I can lose my temper at times. I can be mad. I can be grumpy at times, and it's okay. It's cool, but as long as you are realizing your own mistake and you are forgiving yourself for it, it's completely perfect. So once you stop running away from the situation as suggested by hack 1, the second thing which you need to do is forgive yourself. So hack number 3 is action plan. Now action plan means that now you have accepted the situation that yes, I'm feeling guilty because of this particular reasons, and because of that particular reason you were feeling miserable about yourself, and you have forgiven yourself for that. So 2 steps has been done. Okay, 2 hacks have been done. The third thing that comes up is action plan, which means that now it is time for you to create a roadmap for yourself to move out of that situation. For example, let's continue with my example of procrastinating. Procrastinating means delaying, basically. Okay, so basically I was procrastinating. I was delaying my video filming from past 2 weeks because of n number of reasons, and I was giving very valid excuses that I was myself taken aback by it. But as soon as I accepted the situation and I forgive myself for it, that okay, fine, Mink, you committed a problem, but it's time to get back on your feet, babe. So as soon as I realized that thing, I created my action plan. So at today, when I left my college, I left in such a hurry. I left everything. I left my best friend out in there. I did not eat any food. I just grabbed one apple that I had in my bag and I was munching all the way. And through the way, I was thinking of the ideas and all the things that I could talk on, the video. So this was my action plan. That okay, now I have been I have come out of that situation which was making me feel guilty. Now in order to move on, I need to move on. And in order to move on, I need to work. So basically, action plan I think involves two things. First thing could be the corrective measure. Now first, the corrective measure means that you will do something to correct the fault which you committed before, okay? And the second thing would be moving ahead. So moving ahead is like once you have done the corrective thing, like you gave someone chocolate and said sorry, now it's time for you to move on from that situation and do your own thing. So yeah, that was it about the action plan, and that were my three amazing hacks on how you can deal with guilt. And guys, now the video is about to end, but before we end, I'm gonna tell you about that one golden tip which I always talk about. And for today, the one golden tip which I have to share is to-do lists. Now I know that we have heard 1,000 times about such lists, but trust me, to-do lists are an easy way out for you to actually get back on your feet and stop procrastinating, because that is what I have done to stop procrastinating. I was just stretching out my work and not doing anything, but then I started recording it, and with time I used to feel much more guilty about it, that oh yeah, my list is getting so long and I'm not getting any shiz done. So that's how I started working, and that is how I adopted these 3 measures that I just talked about in my hacks to deal with the guilt, and I overcome my laziness with the to-do list. And yeah, it was a beautiful blend of both the things. So friends, this was all from my side for this week, and I'm really sorry for not uploading any video from last 2 weeks. But before I go, I'm going to tell you one thing, that I have made an Instagram page especially for you guys. The username is love_mink20. So I'm going to spell it down. It's LOVE_mink, that is MINK20. So please go out on Instagram and please send me the follow request, and I'm going to accept your request without fail, so you can stay updated with all the new posts and motivational things and a lot of behind the scenes graphics and everything that I'm coming up with. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment on this video, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.